On the tree trader, charts lit, wrist tight, inside bars only. Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar break, way patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. Ain't Q moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah, we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the past, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar break, way patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk defined, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking
What up?
That's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight.
What's up? What's up? What is going on? We got Lay in the house, Debt Wolf, Michael Giannis, Rage GT, Trader Mose. What's up? It's Mo Bro, DL Smith. Let's go. What's up? What's up? Weekend went good. Kind of uneventful. Didn't really do too much. Went to the casino, had some fun, won a little bit of money. Michelle, what's up? Chart Dad, hey, what's going on? What's up? What's up? All right, so we had some tariff news over the weekend, so maybe the market is actually going to move. I'm expecting a little bit of a gap. I don't know if it's going to be the upside or the downside. I don't really know, but I expect something. How you guys doing? How'd you guys do Friday? So Friday, I had a pretty decent day. Weather in England has been too good, so I was indoors all over the weekend. Oh, it hasn't been too good. Yeah, I know the feeling. Living up in the north, I know the feeling. Horrible. Still winter where I'm at. Real robot in the house, Jip Smith. Passing the Apex eval on Friday, awesome. Yeah, so Friday I had a pretty decent day. I took a small red day on my, here's what I did to remind myself here. So I lost 2 TPT Pro accounts, 50Ks. Trade of 8 froze on me. I couldn't get out of my trade and I was on the wrong side of it and it just kept going. I couldn't close out. I actually recorded it and put it in Discord. And I also opened up a ticket with Take Profit Trader to hopefully manage to maybe get those accounts back. I made 5,300 on a 150K TPT on day 1. I didn't have any resets, which was good. I was down $85 across 10 Apex accounts. The other 10 Apex accounts I never traded, and then I made 200 bucks on 3 Tradeifys. So that's what I did on Friday. So a little disappointing with the 50K TPT Pros. Excuse me. But hopefully I can get them back. So I posted it on the Discord. Here's me clicking away at it. Can't close my trade. I'm trying to click it, close, and it just was completely frozen. And it was on the 2 TPT Pros. And it just kept going and going and going until they blew. I couldn't get out of it. So that was that sucked. Yeah, so I wasn't the only one that was having a bunch of Tradeify issues. Tradeify actually acknowledged it, and then Take Profit Trader ended up sending in a ticket. So hopefully we can get that fixed, because I was over the buffer on one of those, you know, getting daily payouts. But yeah, I couldn't exit the trade. Now, as soon as I entered the trade, we had that spike, which was a little bit crazy, and then you know, I didn't have a set stop loss, so a little bit of my fault, a little, you know, because I didn't have a set stop loss, but you know, I still couldn't exit the trade. The platform was completely frozen. Rithu, what's up? Gold analysis. Up and to the right. Yeah, gold very bullish. I don't know what's going to happen here with the market opening, with the tariff talk and all this stuff. I think we're due for a wild week, possibly. If I go check Forex Factory right here, let's check what we got for news coming up this week here. So nothing Monday. Tuesday, we don't really have too much. Wednesday, we don't have too much either. But Wednesday, we have NVIDIA earnings. So Wednesday after close, we have NVIDIA earnings. So that's a big one. Unemployment claims on Thursday. And GDP, core PPI, and PPI on Friday. So kind of a lame news week, but with the tariff talks and all this stuff with the president, Trump, I still expect some volatility. Lucid sale right now, yes, 50% off, up to 2. Use code PINE for Lucid. But yeah, as far as gold, as far as analysis goes, you know, just, I mean, what you know, what can you really say? We're just so bullish right now on the gold. I mean, it just rocketed all day Friday. Nasdaq, kind of a different story on the Nasdaq. Well, actually not really. We just kind of put it in a consolidation, but after a big huge move, and we finally ate away, or are eating away, sorry, I can't speak, are eating away at these single prints on gold. I'm on Nasdaq. So up here, 25,319 is those single prints. You can see it right here from the 12th. We had that big push down. Now, do we fill these? We don't have to, but if we do get a push market open, that's what I'm going to be targeting, is up and through here, 319, 320s. So that's what I'm kind of seeing. Trader University in the house. Beanstalk. Trader rate froze for you. Lost Apex account. Gave it back to me without asking. I haven't heard a thing from Take Profit Trader yet. I'm hoping. Hey, Jake Sunrise in the house. All right, market's going to open up here in 30 seconds. Good luck. Who else we got? Jarf. We got Real Robots. Canary Trader in the house. Michael, what's going on? Can't open Ninja Trader. Is there issues? I got TraderVate open. I don't know about Ninja Trader. Levi Trades. You gonna start trading your own capital per daily loss limit? That's a smart idea. Trader, what's up, Trader University? TJP. Credited my money back without it happening. Oh, wow. All right, little gap down here. Gap down. Nasdaq. Let's take a look at gold here. Gold rocketing. Nice little pop on gold. For now, same thing happened to you. Stop loss wouldn't have helped. Yeah, that's exactly. JLB in the house. Root beer, man, I feel on that. I've been a hot talk. I have a few Discord. TradeRate didn't have any problems. Yeah, well, Tradeify announced on their Twitter or Discord that there was issues. So yeah, it's frustrating. Yeah, no, I hear you, Root beer. It's frustrating. I mean, those Take Profit Trader accounts, I had them, one of them over the buffer, well over the buffer, and I couldn't close. So let's go, Sherry. I appreciate that. What's going on, Sherry? 50% off Lucid. Yeah, let's go, guys. Use code PINE. Limited to two per customer. Coach Set. Logic Mine. TradeAway showing blank for you. Uh-oh. No, everything's looking good right now. I'm gonna refresh mine. Oh yeah, I got a gap down here, which means we're gonna have single prints. Lots of single prints. HR, Tensor. Oh, nice, Tensor. Yeah. Sparta in the house. Disciplined Futures Trader. Wild Boar. What is going on? Thank you guys for being here on a Sunday. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Help a brother out. Feeling thirsty. Feel like I just jogged. Guys, I got my first hand pay today at the casino. I got my first hand pay. In case you guys don't know what a hand pay is, it means the machine won't pay you out. They have to come pay you in cash. A slot machine, believe it or not. What was the game? Spooky Links. Spooky Links. The one with the ghost. Keegan in the house. Yeah, I was playing roulette and blackjack, and then I went over and ate some lunch, and then I decided to hop on this Spooky Links game, and I won like $300, and I wasn't even betting that high. And then I went and played another game. I went to another Spooky Links game, and I won a little bit in that, and I was up like 1,000. And then I ended up pressing, went back to the other game that I had won the first time after about an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then ended up hitting the $2,600. It's kind of funny. So yeah, I'm up on the casino this year. But That's it. That's it for me. I won't go back there until maybe next weekend or something. Maybe a day next weekend, but that's it for me. I'm not going to go back there for a little while. Enjoy the win. Gold, silver, pushing. Being patient here. I'd like to hop in and maybe try to fill this gap, but I am being patient. We have a bunch of single print or zero prints down in 25,018, 25,024 on Nasdaq. Gold and silver pushing higher. Send it, silver, day trade at 420. Just send it, right? There's only about $800 left to draw down in this eval here. These accounts are looking pretty good. I'm grinding towards another payout on these 3 Tradeifys. So I think I'm on day 3 or 4. So hopefully we can get those to pay out. I think crazy crush gonna happen in gold, silver, Nasdaq. Crazy crush like go down or 1099 casino. What's the limit? They already sent me the form, or I already had to fill out the form, the W9. So it's right there. Hey, Dominican Trader, what's up? Can I explain the 5-minute inside bar? Sure, it's just so the 5-minute inside bar basically is the wick and the body are within the wick and the body of the previous candle. So this yellow candle basically is just inside this previous candle. And all I do is I look for breaks. I go for breaks here, and then the stop usually goes below. Or in some cases, I make the stop, you know, where it needs to be. And then I target. I don't really have a target necessarily. I look for places on the chart where it would make sense. So in this case, like if I would have went long here, I probably would have been looking into these fair value gaps up here. You know, these probably would have been my target in hindsight. But yeah, that's what I try to look for. Or if I have zero prints down, like down here, if I was trying to go short here, you know, I'm going to target the 23, 22 at least, where we have all these zero prints. So I try to look for places where, before I get into an inside bar, I have some sort of idea where I think it might go. And that's like, if I took a long here off, this is an inside bar and I took a long, I'm going to target the gap fill, you know, things like that. But that's kind of how I do it. But the stop always usually goes below it, whatever the opposite side of the break. And then I pretty much trade outside bars, haramis, all the same way. Oh, the 5-minute Asia candle that I was talking about. So yeah, 83% of the time it fades, but you have to wait for the 5-minute ORB to break. So let's just say it breaks to the upside here. It's an 83% chance that it's gonna break both sides. So let's just say it breaks to the downside. It's an 83% chance that it's gonna break up back up to the upside. You know, and so on. Why is my DOM doing that? Oh wow, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you can make the numbers smaller. But yeah, so basically, but what I do is I look for a setup. I try to look for a setup. So let's just say it breaks to the upside tonight. I'm gonna look for, you know, I'll look for an inside bar or something, to some sort of reversal candle to come back down into it, and then target the opposite side. So now because that's the problem with a stat like I showed on Twitter, is that you don't know when it's gonna happen. You know, that's the thing. You don't know when it's gonna happen throughout the day. It could be, you know, tomorrow morning at New York Open before it takes it out or something. You know, but what I try to look for at Globex is those quick moves, and then just kind of go the opposite way. It'd be the 6:05, the 6 o'clock candle. So 6:05 would be the close. So it's the very first 5-minute candle of Asia. Anyone else have in TPT data delayed for a few days? Bill, no data delay. Silver making new highs. Oh, you think we're gonna go straight down, Spinna? Straight down. Sleeping Mocha, we rule hockey. Yeah, USA won the hockey. Sorry to the Canadians. But yeah, I didn't get the chance to watch the game. I watched some highlights though. It looked like a pretty good game. I know I have a lot of Canadians watching. All right. Ooh. This would be a quick scalp if I end up going short off this inside bar. It's gonna be a quick one. If I go short, if it triggers. Right now we have an inside bar. You know what? I'm gonna try this off this VWAP. This is a little risky, but we're gonna try it. Down into the single prints. On this eval, this is a Tradeify eval. It's almost cooked anyway, so let's just see if we can what we can do with it. Love to see a break of that inside bar to the downside though. But see if we can reject off that VWAP. Take a look at gold and silver as well. Wow, gold is just rocketing. Having gold FOMO here. Gold and silver FOMO. Stop's gonna go at the high, but I'll move it if we start to break lower. Is anyone in a gold long right now? Gold to silver? It is ripping. Hey, Design, what's going on? Zabak in the house. Not risking much, just messing around. Great, thanks. I was just like to keep something entertaining, doing script and back testing to avoid doing unnecessary trades. Oh, I get it, Dominican trader. Yeah. That's a great way to pass the time, get your market fix in, and then while you're, you know, just kind of doing some back testing and what. Short Nasdaq, kind of trying to go with the gap here. Short red, good luck in the middle of a blizzard. This winner will not die. This winner will not die. No. Oh, we're gonna break the inside bar to the upside now. Wow, we technically broke it too. We just got down there by the tick. Where's my data box? There it is. Wow. Well, Red, I don't really like that. We did sweep that inside bar to the downside. We just swept it. All right, I'm closing that out. That's an L, but look, I'm gonna see what this outside bar does. Technically, this is gonna be an outside bar. Got less than a minute for this candle to finish. Looking like it wants to push back up. Maybe we do fill this gap. Down 285. I got 552 left in drawdown. Just like my bankroll at the casino, and then won $2,600. Thanks to Red. $2,569 actually. Hey, Coach Fred in the house. What's up? God, didn't that sweep? I think it did. Technically, I think this is an outside bar. It just didn't show up pink. We break above 55. I'm going long, and I'm looking for the gap fill. And I'm gonna risk the rest of this drawdown. I have 3 trade day evals that I need to work on as well, so. Lost Penny in the house. Pawn in the house. Metal's gonna get wild. They are getting wild, yeah, for sure. It's coming, yeah, I know. Design. They don't really know though whether it's gonna be a nor'easter or not a nor'easter. All right, I'm long. Let's go. I'm not playing around here. I'm gonna get signed in my trade days here. So I'm hoping, like I said, I'm hoping to get those. I don't even know. I don't even remember how to sign in the trade day. It's been a hot minute. I'm at 2 minis deep. Scott's Tots. I flipped the switch. Broke that. Broke the outside bar. So I don't got that much drawdown left in this eval. And so I don't know if it'll go where I want before I hit the drawdown. But I'm going to use my trade day counts. Oh, that's it for that. Oh, that's it for that eval. So I'm still long on a trade day, but that's it for that eval. I'm still targeting the 69. Hopefully we can get up there. I'm just at 1 contract on the trade days. Choppy. So I blew that Tradeify account, the eval. Rest in peace. So with Tradeify, you have to trade these bad boys for is it 6 days? Can't even remember. But you can't make You have to stay under 30% consistency. Mama Pond in the house. What's up, Mama Pond? 50K on table with runners. Nice. How long did it take me to get my first payout? 3 years. 3 years to get a prop payout. Yep. And it was with Apex. Before I was an influencer. Imagine that. But yeah, no, I get it with Apex. My very first payout was $4,000. The next payout, which was maybe a week later after that, was, man, this is really, really aggravating me. Next payout after that was like 4,750. So like, yeah, it was nice. I pretty much ate about 80% of all my tuition in 2 payouts. So yeah. Ooh, very, very choppy, guys. We're still inside this 5-minute bar. Son of a bitch. Chopped, chopped, chopped. Chopped to death. There goes all my casino money. Backing down in these zero prints. Like my initial trade, maybe red candles held it. Son of a... All right, I gotta get out of that. Damn, it's frustrating. So we swept the low of that inside bar, put it in an outside bar. I went long off the outside bar, and it pulled back down into my original entry, and then swept those zero prints that I targeted right off the start. So I just literally got snip, snap, snip, snapped. That's all right. Just one full port on silver, and we'll get them right back. Gold pulling back a little bit. A little Harami candle on gold. I don't necessarily trade Harami candles on gold. I look for inside bars. That's frustrating. Started in October 2025. I allocated 4 passes so far. No payout yet. I have 1,700 draw down, so I'm red, but I'm taking my time. Oh, nice. Nice 345. Yeah, no, that's the way to do it. So, yeah, my very first payout, I had 4 accounts. And I didn't trade props like crazy like I do now, where it's, you know, my main gig. Because we only really had, I mean, there was like not take profit trader. There was U-Profit, which I didn't trade with. Apex, you know, Top Step. That was the very first one I ever traded with Top Step. So we really didn't have many options. The rules weren't as good. Now they're pretty decent. We went through a golden period of payout rules though. So if you guys are just starting trading now, you don't even know, like, the trading rules used to be a little bit better, especially with Apex. It was much easier to get to a payout. You only had to make $2,600 and you could get a $2,000 payout. So those are the golden days. So when you see a lot of the big influencers that, and no disrespect, really no disrespect, but a lot of the big influencers, when they had those big payouts a couple years ago, it was because under the old Apex rules. And yeah, 2,600, you can make 2,000 bucks. And they didn't care really about full porting or anything like that. They didn't have any rules against it, and yeah, it was a good day. It was good. But once they went to 1 day to pass, that's when everything started to change. Because you knew that they had to adjust something, you know. 40K, 345. Yeah, I just took a 40K. It was 30K. It was 10K, and then 30K. So it was two payouts, but it was like back to back. So we are pushing down here. It's very frustrating. So now I'm just going to be patient here. In the hole about $500 now on these accounts. Just nuked a Tradeify eval. And we are pushing down 25,000. 25,011. Such BS blackout news, yeah. You'll be there for 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you'll be there. No question. Ooh, look at that. We go for the 25,000 bounce. Let's try a 25,000 bounce here for a little scalpy scalp. Ooh, I don't want to bounce off that either. Let's take a 15-point stop here. Trying to go for that 25,000 bounce. Looking for a zero print up here, 25,012. It bounced, but not hard enough. Come on. There it goes. There it goes. Come on. See that zero print? Just take that, please. See this? Come on. Get it. Get it. Come on. Stop to break even. Stop to break even. Just in case. Nope. Didn't want to go. Okay. It's fine. No harm, no foul. Good stop out there. Good break even stop out. Woo. Really pushing down. Market's angry. Hopefully, Red, you held on to that short because awful nice, but I got scared out of it. What a short, yeah. Be careful at 943 in Nasdaq area is the battleground area. Yeah, we're headed that way. Right where I had those pink lines. Take a look at gold. Gold still pushing higher. Silver pushing higher. Nasdaq's just ripping lower. See a take profit took out my payout. Just in case I see something I really like, then I can take it on my pro account. Yo, Fiber Splice, what's up? Well, I can't sign into my account here. Well, I can't even sign in to Take Profit Trader. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there we go. There we go. No, they haven't taken out my payout yet, so I have to wait on that. $797 payout on Friday. Daily payout. Well, that's good because I just paid for my 3 trade day accounts that I just bought. Ooh, we are really pushing down, guys. Silver, gold, just ripped at the open, and it's kind of consolidating right now. It could keep going. I don't really know at this point. Very, very bullish. You look at the gold hourly chart, we are just skyrocketing. Take a look at the daily here on gold. We are breaking to possibly head back up to all-time highs. You know, it's possible. If you take the look at these daily candles, it is possible. If gold wants to keep going, you know, we could get up there. $25,976 now. Long 975. Good luck. Fiber Splice. Vivian Futures falling out of the sky. Yeah. FX moving too, so it's something real. William. Yeah. Rufio. Pangor. I thought you took the inside bar on. I thought you took the inside bar. I did. To the upside, and it failed. So here's what I did. I went short because it looked like it broke, but I guess it was equal. And then I went long right here, looking to fill this gap, and I got stopped out again. So yeah, that yellow candle is the inside bar. Tariffs, yeah. Can you still trade gold and silver on Lucid? Yes, you can. Just shut down to work for the day. About to go drive down to the ferry and catch the boat back to the other island. Let's go, Fiber Splice. Putting in that Sunday work. I love it. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Trader 007, had 4K in my fund, and now I'm down to the 200 in it. Of course, it's always like that. Might as well just start a new combine. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. Which company is it, J. Ray? Because I might have a little trick for you. Which company is it? Or actually, it doesn't really matter. Not financial advice, J. Ray. Top Step. I don't know if you could do it with Top Step because I don't know what time you're supposed to close out your trades, but I'll just put it like this. Wednesday after market close, we have Nvidia earnings. So a little bracket, maybe save the account. I don't know. Not financial advice. You have to close the trade 1 hour before market close. Oh, okay. I have 12,000 drawdown on a 75K Pro account. Do I have an option to move into Pro Plus when they offer, or do I have no choice? You don't have a choice. trading analytics, but it's not a bad thing. Trust me, it's not a bad thing with take profit trader, because you know you get that 90-10 split instead of the 80-20, so you save yourself 10% every time you take a daily payout. So it's actually a goal of mine to get some take profit traders to Pro Plus again this year. How would I bracket NVIDIA? I would just probably, you know, I'd probably just, I don't know what I would do. I'd place a buy stop above, a sell stop below, maybe. Like, you know, the range. Because you're going to get a spike. You're going to get a big spike. So... I don't really want to talk about how to degen prop accounts to any of you guys anymore, because some people in the space ruined it for everyone. They ruined it over the weekend. No, I'm just kidding. But no, there's nothing wrong with trading the news, the NVIDIA earnings. It's very, very risky because, you know, the thing about it is that it can, the platform can freeze. I mean, my platform freezed Friday. So, DGen, yeah. Coach Fred's drama, yeah. You can bracket the New York Open, not financial advice chart, Dad? Exactly. Yep, you can. I was thinking about, I was like looking at gold like during the Globex Open, but then I was thinking about it today. I was like, well, it's not something I really want to show on stream because, you know, it's just so risky. And like, you know, if I lose an eval, it's not a total big deal, but to some people, if they lose an eval or a funded account, you know, it's they don't have necessarily the financial means to get more. So I try to be a little hesitant on some of that degen stuff. Yeah, Ethan, yeah. I funded up. I'm not hedging as it's not an active order. It's not hedging if it's not an active order. No, it's not hedging. So, yeah, so I don't do this, but yeah, this is what some people do. They'll just, so say like, you know, I've passed evals before with with the sorry, I can't speak. I told you I did not sleep good last night either. I'll pass evals like with Apex by doing a bracket like this. So that's why it's called Apex Pass. But I'll just kind of go in with max contracts, and then I'll just kind of do something like that, you know, where I just look for, you know, I wait for a setup during the New York Open. So whether it's an inside bar, the first inside bar, and I'll just use the volatility to pass the account. So let's just say I place the order here for a long. Oh, you can't do, I'm sorry, you can't do that, show that, but I'll just do, yeah. So say I'll just have a bracket like that. So that's all the points I need to pass an Apex account with a max amount of 50K contracts. And so I'll just look for something like that. So you can see like during New York Open, let's see if we can see New York Open. So this is New York Open right here. And you can see how big, this is how much of that candle I need to pass an account. Now, I did that by mistake on a funded account. Ended up passing it, or ended up hitting 3,000 in about, you know, 2 seconds on a Apex PA account. So that definitely hit the windfall trade rule. That was that's been my only violation really with Apex, until I ended up blowing the account. But I actually never hit the MOE rule, the MAE rule, or whatever it is, because I always stop myself out before I hit it. But when you get stopped out, and then stopped out again, just before you hit the MAE rule, the account's pretty much gone, right? So that's happened before. All right, no bounce yet with Nasdaq pushing lower. More interested in gold. Gold, that's ugly too. Big move on gold and silver. You have an inside bar to the break, but man, break to the upside. I mean, do I try a cheap trade here? Oh, shoot. You can't trade. Damn it. I missed it. I tried to get in long there. We broke down an inside bar, had that pullback. You can't trade minis on trade day. I forgot. And I tried to hop in the mini and I just missed it. Damn it. So you can only trade four micro gold contracts per account with trade day, which is plenty. But on his eval, I was just trying to hop in a mini on that pullback because we broke that inside bar to the upside and got a beautiful pullback. And I was going to try a cheap long there now in hindsight. And I went to click the button and it didn't work. So there's that. So we got to go to micros only with trade day for silver. I mean, silver and gold. You can still trade silver with trade day as well. Crypto King, is it considered hedging if you put a buy stop and sell stop below? Apex doesn't want you to do that. Apex doesn't want you doing that because, I mean, with an eval, you know, but on funded accounts, you definitely don't want to do that. It's called the Alpine Trader Rule. If Alpine's listening, he knows. Shout out Alpine. Yeah, if anyone knows about Alpine Trader, when he used to trade the open, she still trades the open. He calls it the ORB, right? He used to do that. He used to kind of bracket the open, and then Apex says, no, you got to pick one side or the other. You can't just kind of bracket the open on New York. You got to pick one side or the other. So we call it the Alpine rule. I don't know if he likes that, but I think it's a flex because it's not like he was doing anything wrong. You know, it's not like he was hedging the accounts. It's literally he was going long on all the accounts or short on all the accounts, but it was depending on which way the market ended up filling him. And he would scalp out for a few, you know, whatever, a few points or whatever, and kind of heavy contracts. And that was it. And ended up getting hundreds of thousands of payouts from it. So, yeah, it's not technically hedging because, you know, hedging is going long and short, period. So that's when you're in a position, in my opinion. So it's also considered hedging, guys, if you go like long silver, short gold. That's, or vice versa, that's considered hedging, which we knew, and all the prop firms ended up saying that months ago. It's like you can't go long silver and then short gold, because people were doing that on their funded accounts. They would just go long, like on a day like today, right? They would go long, they would go short on silver on one account funded, and then they'd go long on gold on another account, and you can see which one won. And if you have a take profit trader account or whatever, and you're getting a daily payout today on gold, but your other take profit trader account just got blown because you went short silver. And that's what a lot of people were doing. But now that game is over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. Gold is just ripping. The Joom rule. That's right. Yeah. No more of that. Nasdaq is angry. It is a falling knife right now. We're down to that 940 level. Hey, oh, Sloot, what's up? A big, beautiful pullback. The most beautiful pullback, yes. Currently 53,500 on a Lucid Flex 50K, 4 to 5 days traded. Reckon I should just go for $150 a trading day and get a payout. Haven't had a payout in 3 months. Pretty desperate. Let's go, Benny. Lock it up. You know, I can't tell you what to do, but I would do. If that was me, that's exactly what I'd be doing. And also remember that you don't need to get that 150 today. Doesn't have to be today. Okay, this is a very, very good tip, because I do the same thing all the time where, and let's just say you need $150, right? You just need $150 on one day. Like you're already over the buffer. So let's just say you make a bracket of 150 and 150. Let's just say, for hypothetically, if you took a micro, right, and you made a bracket, $150, $150 stop out, $150 take profit, and you made a bracket, and tomorrow at New York Open you just hit the button, right? So you hit the button long, you think we're going up, you hit the button long. If it goes up, it hits your $150 take profit, boom, you got a payout. If it comes down and it takes your $150 stop loss, all right, you didn't get a payout. The next day you do it again, boom, it hits the take profit, you got a payout. Because you don't have to do it in the 5 days. You know, you could take you a few days after. So that's just something to keep in mind, because so often, including myself, I'll just need like $100 to get the payout. I'm already over the buffers I need to be. I just need $100 or something, and then I end up trying to get it that next day, thinking like, well, if I just wait till after the market resets, right? So after the day resets, you can go for that 100 the next day. And I forget about that. I forget about that sometimes. Doesn't have to be today. Doesn't have to be tomorrow. Could be Tuesday. You get it, you know? Trade Silver Minis bracket the news. Yeah. Kiki never heard about that, and that makes any sense. Yeah, it's old. I mean, that's why Apex ended up changing that rule. You know, making that rule. Gonna bracket PPI on Friday, May 3000. Oh, nice. On CPI. CPI is one of my favorites. We're getting a nice bounce here. Do we have any zero prints up to the upside? So I got absolutely kabooshed at the market open here. I took a big hit on these accounts. Hey, Sloot, what's up? There's also the stonk MAE. Anything above 1100 violations. I know. Yeah, I blew an account last month where I had at the end, and then emotions took over and blew it. Yeah. If we follow all the rules, will Apex really pay out big? 20,000, 30,000, 40,000? Yeah. Yeah, 40,000 just hit my bank, so. Just hit my bank last week. And like, to be fair, guys, like I've been getting payouts from from Apex well before I was on YouTube, so I know there's always that rumor, you know. But yeah, you just follow the rules. And now with the new website, guys, Apex new website, it's pretty sweet. I don't know if you guys checked it out yet, but they just changed the whole dashboard and stuff. Pretty sweet. Now, like I always said with Apex, guys, is like if you're trading like under 5 accounts, then I would try to go for like Take Profit Trader or something, or My Funded Futures or Tradeify or something like that, under like 5 accounts, you know. unless you're brand new and you're trying to practice a cheap eval. So right now Apex is 90% off when you use code Pine, wink wink. But you know, if you're someone that can get, if you're trying to like really try to get a payout with an account, like a single account, there's definitely, I think, better single accounts. Apex is kind of designed about copy trading and using the leverage with big, you know, with a lot of accounts. So like, you know, 5, 6, 7, up to 20 accounts. And if you're a newer trader, I really don't think it's too smart to trade with 20 accounts unless you have a super awesome strategy and, you know, you feel like pretty confident, you know. But I think it's pretty difficult. It's taken me well, I started trading futures in 2021, early 2021, and this is the first payout that I got with not even 20 accounts. It was what, 17 accounts that I had, 17, 18 accounts. So now I got full 20, but I think, you know, trying to go for a My Funded Futures account or something like that, a little bit better deal. Oh yeah, you'll get meet Dan. Yeah, you'll get a good payout. You pass it. Yeah, just don't break the MAE rule. And the nice thing is if you use the wealth charts, which I don't use, but if you use wealth charts, it tells you where the stop out is. But if you're on a 50K account, you know, just don't go past what, $750, right? At any one time. And also Apex is good for base hits. So if you're taking base hit trades over and over and over again, which is what I'm trying to do, you can see my Apex accounts right here. I am just looking for another trade. I haven't seen an inside bar or an outside bar or anything now that it took all my money. And gold, no surprise, right up to the upside. But if you take a look at my accounts, here's the status of them. So these are my Apex accounts right here. Right here. So these ones are up $266. These ones are down, what, $450, give or take. These are the ones I traded. So I had another red day. I have not had a green day yet since I've started these new PAs. So and what I'm doing is I'm rotating. So I'm trading 10 and then trading 10. So tomorrow I'm going to trade these 10. So I'm doing that to spread the risk and to hopefully keep the accounts around a lot longer. And I'm trying something systematic still. I'm still trading that righty trade, the RTY trade. I've been still trading that. They're in New York and looking for that one trade. And it happens to have lost 3 times in a row. Except I got extremely lucky on those accounts where it missed my stop loss by like 5 points and then ripped to my take profit. So I actually got lucky, and that's why these accounts are up 266. But I got extremely lucky. These accounts have lost 2 times in a row. So that's where we're at with the Apex. I should have hid my account numbers though. Should have hid all my account numbers. Hey Sloot, what's up? Oh, I think I said hi. What's up? I'm behind in the chat. Sorry. Yeah, time phase, absolutely. Did you ever write your strategy down on any kind of been struggling ahead? Do I ever write my strategies down? No, not really. I mean, I just documented it all here. The only reason why I'm not talking about that particular one with the righty right now, because it changes so much. And like I just said, you know, it lost 3 times in a row. So if I would have made a video about it the week before, and even though it got me to an apex payout, or at least about 80% of it got me to the apex payout, if I would have made a video on it and then it changed like it is now, and then I lost 3 days in a row, people would have been like, oh, what the heck, this thing don't work, you know. And that's the problem, is the market changes. All right, put in a Harami candle. I just don't love this. We could still push down, but it's trying to, I don't know. I don't have a read on it right now. I'm more maybe interested in waiting for a gold reversal, but right now it looks like a freight train. Looks like a freight train. So doesn't silver. Nice inside bar along on silver. Same with gold, which was really frustrating. I tried to hop in, but I apparently was on the wrong contract, so that didn't work. Nasdaq pushing down. Nice, 200 watching. Guys, smash that like button, Sire said. Smash the like button. Take Profit Trader emails just went out. Thank you so much. Sweet. So I can trade Take Profit Trader if I see something, but right now I don't see anything. But yeah, that's what I've been doing with Apex, just kind of trying to take those base hits. And like I said, I'm rotating the accounts and keeping a tight stop. So pretty much the max stop loss on my Apex right now with one righty contract is, I think it's around 270. So 270 bucks, and then the take profit around 270. So that's what I'm going on. Apex is not the prop firm to, you know, have big winning days and stuff with. You know, you really want a prop firm that has no consistency to have the big winning days. So like a Lucid Flex account, a Take Profit Trader, where if you get over the buffer, you can get it on day one. You can make up to 10,000 on that first day. Take a $5,000 payout and put 5,000 in a Pro Plus or in escrow, and then, you know, that kind of stuff. Apex, it's really kind of designed to just kind of take those base hits and just keep kind of grinding those accounts till you get to payout, you know. Which is what I have always tried to do with those, and basically just looking for using the Take Profit Trader to be able to actually trade like big days. So, you know, like when you're having a lot of movement in gold and silver, look at that go. You know, to be able to capture this. Now, if you were with an Apex Pro account, I mean, there's no sense unless you're in one micro or something. But like really, like there's no sense of trying to catch this whole move with an Apex funded account, you know. And that's when I saw those big huge numbers over on X on Twitter, I'm just like, this is not sustainable. This is not gonna work. They are not gonna approve that. It's just not. Like, I don't know. Sorry. It's my rant. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on the prop streets. Fine, I got Mama Pawn sweating over here. Got her to get in a big silver contract where she used to trading 1-2 micros. Pawn, yeah. Hopefully she's long. She's long. She's looking good. It's looking real good. But even the spread, the mini on silver, the spread, man, It's wild. What is the micro? It's SLH6, right? We do got some single prints, these zero prints down in here on silver just for a little scalp. Thinking about trying it, just one micro. Why am I not copy trading here? Oh, so I took that off. All right. Looking for a little scalp on silver here. There we go. Bang. Nice little silver trade there, a little scalp. Got a little money back. We'll short off that Harami there, looking for those zero prints down in on silver. The micros. Tokyo Open, guys. Yep. Hey, what's up, his Royal Trades? Thursday morning, trade of 8 freeze at open. Yeah, Lucid just cleared the losses I took from Thursday morning and reinstated everything. Absolutely goated firm. Shout out Lucid, his Royal Trades. Love to hear that. Love to see that. Hopefully Take Profit Trader does the same with mine. I don't know if you saw on the Discord, but yeah, my platform froze Friday morning and I ended up losing my 50Ks. But yeah, Lucid been very, very, very good about taking care of the customers ever since the Project X stuff. So you have connected the Trade of 8. You have connected the Trade of 8 with My Funded Futures only, not the desktop version. Yeah, I only use the I don't use desktop version, Chris. I only use the web-based with Trade of 8. Yeah, there's no advantage to using the desktop version unless you want to have multiple charts up on different screens. So nice little scalp there on silver. Got a little bit back. It's down about 300 on these accounts. Gold pulled back, touch that VWAP. We got the Tokyo Open. Nasdaq's gone sideways now. Nasdaq took my money. It's gone sideways. MFF Flex, Top Step, Lucid Flex, Jarf. Yeah, those are the non-consistency. Usually for my first funded day, I go for a heavy hitter and then base hit until payout and churn and burn. Yeah, Jarf, that's what they don't. That's what a lot of props are. They don't want that anymore, you know. But due to them requiring video evidence, I haven't had that yet, but yeah. I've had near 200 PAs, Benny. Yeah, I've been trading them since 2021. So yeah, I've had 200 PAs. And I'm still green. I probably in lifetime have had, I don't know, pretty good amount of payouts. You use the web? Yeah, I use the web version. Am I out of both trades, both accounts? Yeah. Yeah, I'm out of both trades. Down 382, 297. Yeah. I like how in the number of accounts subsequently, you know how many accounts you failed in an instance. Yeah. For sure. Hey, but at least I show them. At least I show them. Like I said, I got nothing to hide for you because I don't have a course to sell you or a paid Discord yet. But that's coming. It's coming. And then you guys are going to pay. Big time. I'm just kidding. I've blown like 50 evals in 3 months. Yeah. Well, to be fair, I didn't have that many evals with Apex until they went to the pass or smash. Well, no, I should say pass or smash, but 1 day to pass. I meant 1 day to pass, not pass or smash. 1 day to pass. Hey, thank you, Trader University. Shit the bet again, yeah. What's gold doing? I'm more interested in gold here. Get the pullback here on gold and silver. Don't know if that's gonna be the top or not. Hey, the Bible, what's up? Charge 1K about an inside bar. There are probably people doing that. Oh yeah. I mean, people have made a whole course and mentorship over a trend line. So yeah, definitely. Nah, my thing is, guys, if like I'll put my stuff, like I said on Twitter, like everything that I have is trader entertainment. I just want to be here hanging with you guys. I want to, help newer traders. There's traders in the chat that are way better traders than me. Get way more payouts than me. There's people on YouTube that get way more payouts than me and that are better traders. That's not really what this is about. This is about as a hang, and if you like hanging here and watching me trying to do my thing at night, then so be it. And if you use my code, that's what I ask for. If you use my code to help support the channel, I appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. Besides that, you can sit here and watch me for free. And that's the whole point of the channel. You can ask me any question you want. You can I'm an open book. Nothing really phases me. If I don't like the question, I usually just skip over it. I just ignore it on the chat. But most of the time I answer everything. We are still pushing down here. I'm just looking for an entry. Thought about just kind of hitting the button, but go back to copy trading too. I kind of forgot I was off that copy trader. Nasdaq just looking angry. Let's take a look at ES real quick. ES is still pushing down as well. Everything is pushing down except gold and silver. That is testing the VWAP, but man, it is looking dumpy. It just makes me nervous trying to hop in any momentum trade on gold. I always seem to get burned because we end up putting these gaps right here. Or it doesn't like to leave these gaps. So he ignores mine all the time, Zabag. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Smokey? Let's have a good week. Yeah, let's have a good week. I hope I get my accounts, my pro accounts reinstated. How many silver ticks to pass one Apex 50K? I don't have a clue. I don't have the clue. You'd have to, I don't know. How many accounts can you trade with Tradeify? 5. You can have 5 funded accounts. Yeah, they have a good deal going on right now with Tradeify because I want to use my code PINE with Tradeify. It's 30% off all accounts, 40% off select 150K accounts. And that supposedly ends the end of this week. So appreciate that. All right. Gold here, bouncing off that VWAP, trying to backfill this candle. Still watching. Hey, Adam Daz in the house. Can I talk about how I manage those accounts to pay out the Apex, the 20 Apex accounts? Yeah, so it's a day, over trading. I didn't look for any big days. I think my largest day was maybe like 400 bucks, 400 bucks, which was a pretty big day. And then I kept my daily loss to around 400 bucks as well. So if I had a $400 loss for the day, I actually walked away. But I really kept, I think the key was I was keeping 1 to 3 trades a day. That was the key. And the other thing, Ian, was having the Apex accounts, knowing that I can't really have monster big winning days. I would make sure that I kept an account like, you know, like a trade day or a take profit trader where I felt like I could send it if the market was going to give it to me. You know, like if we had a lot of volatility and the market was really moving and I was feeling it for that day, then I had an account where I could push the button on, but leave the Apex accounts alone. So I really treated those like just infants, just babies. And I just slowly kind of grinded them. And that's what I'm doing now. You know, like this is day 5 on these new ones, because 2 Fridays ago I tilted and ended up blowing those PAs that I got the 40K payout on. So I ended up getting new ones. So I bought 37 evals at 80% off. I wish I would have waited and got it at 90% off, which they are now. But at 37 evals, I passed 20 of them. And now I'm just babying these accounts. And I have not had a winning day on these 10. Not one winning day. I've had 2 red days. But I've walked away. Red. I had I was down $85 on each one of these accounts on Friday, and I walked away. I didn't want to trade them no more. I was like, nope, that's enough. And I think that's the key. I think the biggest key, though, so with that being said, like I'll just repeat myself, but the biggest key was having an account like Take Profit Trader where I had it over the buffer, which I do right now. I have a 150K over the buffer, and that I can get daily payouts on. And like, so Friday I was down 85 bucks. I called it on the Apex and I made $700 daily payout on a Take Profit Trader, you know, with no resets on the Take Profit Trader. So that was the key. That's been the key. And the reason why I ended up blowing the Apex accounts after the post payout was I didn't have any Take Profit Traders or anything like that. I was mainly trading those Apex accounts. And once I got red, I couldn't stop. I just kept trying to trade them until they died. So yeah, anyways, there's just a few tips. Like I said, it's not financial advice. You know, everyone's trades differently. But I think that was the key for me. Is like less is more. And so I just not over trading those accounts, because, you know, it's like anything. Like today, I made, if you guys are just tuning in, I got a hand pay today at the casino. My first one ever. And I didn't, you know what happens when I got the hand pay at the casino? I left. I got a $2,569 jackpot. So I got the hand pay and then I left. I was up, I think I was up like 2,000 bucks for the weekend. Because I know if I would have just sat there and then went back to another slot machine or went to the craps table or something, I probably would end up losing it. Or losing a chunk of it. But I was like, nah, time to leave. What slot did I get the hand paid in? Was it a bonus round? It was spooky lanes. Spooky lanes. Something like that. So I don't even know. I've only played it. I only played it a few times, and it was this weekend was the first time I ever tried it. If you don't have a proven strategy and they request a video evidence, can they close your account? Probably, Benny. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about video evidence lately. 44 the Punisher in the house. What's up? Little inside bar on Nasdaq. Oh, I don't know. I don't know about this long. If it breaks. I don't trust it. I don't know. Do I try it? Just place a stop below. It's a cheap trade. 10 points. I'm gonna try it. Cheap trade. Stop gonna go below. Very, very counter trend, but sometimes that's what it happens. Risk 91 bucks. Target back up towards that VWAP, but I don't really know. To be honest with you, I don't love this. I think the Nasdaq is just angry. That's a very big engulfing candle, but I've seen crazier things where it can reverse on an inside bar. So maybe we'll just look for a little scalp. Back up to the 50s. There it goes. All right, we'll take that. See? Taking a few off here, taking a few off there. Leave the runner, break even. Don't doubt the inside bar. Come on. All right, stop the break even on the runner. Nice little scalp there. Double inside bars on the weekly. I believe it, Tensor. Yeah. All right, got a runner on now. Let's see if we can keep popping up towards that VWAP, but I just doubt it. Stops break even. Risk off now on the runner. Nice little 12 points there. Very, very bearish though. I mean, kind of one of those things where obviously in hindsight, but where we've had news over the weekend and we have gaps, if the gap is big enough, you know, where, because it had a pretty good gap, 20 points. Boy, that Sunday night open can really, really hold those gaps. And that's what we're doing. Stopped out on the runner. Is the Dow over 50,000? No. Oh, YM right now 49,543 on the YM. The E-mini Dow. Take a normal trade, noon trade, and closing trade, and that's very busy days. Yeah, for sure. When a couple of handed pays, it feels good. Then counting the money out in the hand. Yeah, it did. Jubilee and Dragon Links for you. Nice, Trev. My favorite two if I do play any slots, it's I like the spooky links and the hot pots. So the flaming hot pots, or whatever they're called. Those are my two favorites. I like the spooky links ones because I can play in the high roller room, the high limit slots. And it's not terrible. So. All right. Took a little scalp there long. Trying to get back some money. And now it looks like we're going to go lower. Just a nice outside bar here. I am going to go short. I'm short. See if we can get another leg down off this outside bar. This is gonna hurt if it wants to reverse, but I think it's market can always go lower. There it goes. Taking a few off there. Yeah, buddy. Let's go. That's one of my favorite setups. All right. Taking 2 off, 3 off there. Right at that psych level. Starts to break even on the runners. So inching our way back to break even here. So that's one of my favorite setups right here. So you have an inside bar and then an outside bar reversal. Love this setup. And then you just flip the switch. The nice thing is we took the long, took profit, and then we took the short, took profit. So that's a good thing. What really hurts if you take a long off the inside bar and it only goes a few points or maybe a point or two and then reverses for an outside bar. That's what really hurts. But when you catch both sides of it, those outside bars can be real powerful after the inside bar because you trapped. If you think about it, in what traders are doing possibly is they tried to go long and then they got trapped. The longs got trapped and then put it in the reversal, and then you get the the dump or the squeeze, depending on, like, this can be a reversal too. All right, this could have been a long if you flip it around, but beautiful. So nice 20 points there. Layout longs just got cooked. Yep. So only in one micro at the moment. Keep adding to this if it wants to really go. Let's take a look left. Let's look on the hourly where we could go here. In hindsight, this is a beautiful short right at the open, basically. Once we broke that 25,000, looking at the hourly in hindsight, but which I did not. That was a nice setup. Inside bar, Harami, both failed, and then there it goes. But where could we go? Where are we going? Could test this wick down here, 24,877. Probably step 1. Step 2, 24,855 maybe. And then 24,677. Step 3. This untested wick down here. It's possible. Don't know if it's going to go there, but hopefully we don't get stopped out on the runner and it just keeps going. There it goes. See if we can break through that psych level at 24,000, that whole number, 24,900. Waiting for a sweep of 883 before going long. Yeah, I don't know. Don't really know. Hey, Miss K in the house. What's up, Miss K? Smash that like button, guys. Please. Where do I set a stop at the beginning of the outside trade? The opposite side. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem, Chart Dad, with the outside bar is that, you know, you kind of have to size down a lot of times where, because the candle is big, right? Because it usually pushes up and below the previous candle and like engulfs the whole thing. So the stop tends to be quite wide. So like in this case, it's, you know, 25 points. It's not crazy, but during New York and stuff, it could be 50, 60 points. So you kind of have to size accordingly. But oftentimes you can catch the, I'm adding to this and stops going at break even just above this candle's high. So I'm adding into this. See if I can squeeze a little more out of it. There we go. I'm adding to the winning trade here. Stop right where it needs to be. Nice. It's fun with micros. It's a lot less stressful, that's for sure. So slowly trying to get these accounts back, break even. It is dumping. A little 80s bounce there. Come on, runners. 2 runners on here. Guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button. You love the pots, Trev? Yeah, those are fun. Yummy order. S1 down at 790. Give me 847. See support? I like butter. Yeah, definitely support right there at the 80s. Kind of hoping this doesn't stop me out and just keeps going down through that 880s, 878. Run that wick. There's inefficiencies down here too. 840s to 820s. 790s to 738s on the morning pump. So this is the New York morning pump. So this might be what we're trying to eat back. Basically eating back all of Friday's gains. Because this is the New York Open right here. We're just eating it back. Like, no. Do I copy trade the accounts batches of all 20 in one go, Ian? I did when I got those payouts until the last day. So I needed one more traded day, and then I traded everyone individually to get that big payout. But then this batch, I'm trying something new. I'm just rotating 10 and 10. So like you can see right here, I have the copy trader on 10 accounts here, and then I rotate them down here 10 accounts. And so every day I'm trading a batch of 10, and every day I'll trade this batch of 10. Every other day, I mean. So every other day I'm just trading batches of 10. Excuse me. So that's what I'm doing right now. Which copy trading am I using? I am using TradeSynker at the moment. And here's a link. I'm currently not affiliated with them 100% yet, but I'm looking to maybe. Actually, I think if you use code PINE, you might be able to get. I might be affiliated with them now. I don't know. I sent them an email. There's a link to TradeSynker, so that's what I'm using. It's been working pretty good. I think it's been working pretty good. Says you can use code PINE for TradeSynker, but I was like, I'm not gonna promote the copy trader if, like, you know, unless I get something. You don't give away the milk for free. But yeah, no, I'm using TradeSynker. Hey, Honest Take Black Monday, it could be. Pine, when you had regional meetings in Vegas for the pawn shops, we had, tell this minute always said I had a horseshoe stuff. Every chip I'd be winning grand on more on slots. Nice pawn, yeah. It was a good day. It was a good day. Look at this. Look at this hand pay. Look at this. Huh? Look at this Furu stuff. Woo! I put gas in the Clambo now. Why was I more excited about getting the hand pay from the casino than getting a $2,000 payout? Need to invest in a money gun? I know. All right, we didn't get stopped out. This is good. So these are runners. I added to the winner here. Let's look at the entries, the fills and the orders. So here's the fills. So we took a long off that inside bar for a nice play there. It was cheap enough to try. Then it reversed, put in an outside bar after we took profit, and then we flipped the switch and went short off this outside bar, and then added, and then I added again. Took profit, had a runner, and then once this candle closed pretty bearish, we took another contract and added it short there. So, and our average right now, 911.25. So, and that's our break even. So let's see if we can keep, I mean, it's feeling like it just wants to test the New York Open at this point, but I don't really know. Hopefully we can hold our, I don't want to get stopped out of break even. I want it to keep going. Get a half tank diesel, yeah. 2 tanks premium. Yeah, it was fun. I'm actually up on the year at the casino, so that's always a good thing, right? So I've been going to the casino just for fun through the winter time because, you know, I get bored, and it's just like a little hobby right now during the weekends, and I like the atmosphere. I usually go on a Friday night and I'll have a beer, like one beer, and then that leads to probably another beer. But then I'll just have 2 and then just play around for a couple hours, and I'll just do minimum bets and play a little blackjack, play a little roulette. What I like to do is, like, when I get up on blackjack, I like to take that money and then I go play slots just for fun. Not looking to make any money or anything like that, but today was a different story. I made some money. So a little luck. All right, here we go. Let's get down through that low. Do I have a max loss at the casino? Yeah, just I'll have like a bankroll. Let's go. Look at this trade. I'll have a bankroll of a certain amount in my pocket, and I kind of have a saying, like I try, like a lot of people will say they go to the casino and they say, well, I only bring what I'm willing to lose. And I'll tell myself, even though it doesn't work all the time. I'll just tell myself, well, this is what I'm looking to collect. And so like if I make like $100 or whatever in the afternoon or at night, then that's what I'll leave with. So but yeah, no tilting at the casino. Bad news. If you go back to the ATM, that's bad. If you go back to the ATM, that's bad. Of course, new combine, one lot, NQ, 1400. I'm sick of being stuck in the same loop for a year now. 6-7, great trading one day before Payout and blow it. J Ray, yeah. I hear you, man. PW calling me about my Pokemon cards. You want to buy my Pokemon cards? You can't have them. BDH was trying to send me money? No. It gave up because it said subscribers only? I'll change it. Is it subscribers? Yeah, I usually have it as subscribers only. Oh, I said never mind. Oh, that's too bad. There, anyone can talk now. What's up, PW? PW is a good guy. I've had dinner with him and stuff, and very, very nice. His whole crew, Ginger, the editor Jason, D Money, really, really cool people. Behind the scenes, they're really nice. His girlfriend, Victoria, very nice people. They're awesome. Let's get down there. Come on. Only 96 likes, Miss K? That's terrible. Guys, please smash that like button. It really helps out the YouTube algorithms. Really, really does. I appreciate the support. A lot of bleed, no bounce. No, yep. We're bleeding back into New York, the New York pump. So we are right, we're right in that 15-minute New York Open now. So the 15-minute ORB. So here's the first 15-minute candle of New York on Friday, and we are back inside that ORB. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if we don't keep going. Kind of test that 24,677 eventually. Hopefully, I keep tightening up my stop, but keep going. I just got into Patrick's chat. But I just pulled up Patrick. I just said Patrick got me on Whatnot buying Pokemon cards at 2 a.m. Which is not a lie. Guys, don't go on Whatnot. It's dangerous. All right. Do we take profit here? We swept the low here. Maybe we get stopped out, maybe not. Let's take a look at gold. We haven't taken a look at the gold here in a hot minute. Gold, right back to the VWAP. Kind of bear flagging a little bit. Going back up, it could. Very well could. Our stop's at break even, so that's okay. And these are runners anyway, but looking for the big move. Can we push back up and kind of take out this level? Absolutely. Left that gap, so I don't know. All right, rejecting here off that 900. How you guys doing tonight? You guys doing all right? You guys catch the gold long? Catch the Nasdaq short? You guys get kabooshed? What's up? Retest area, yeah, absolutely. I mean, definitely bounced here. We retested here Friday afternoon, and it bounced right around lunchtime. So it's definitely a point of support, but I strongly think we might just get down into this area. You know, Blue 4 funded, but you just took payouts. A little post payout degeneracy, yeah. Trav, I'm long on cattle, short on wheat, break on even on corn. Now need coffee. Complete the cycle, right? Have I made the loss back yet? No, not quite. Still down 97 bucks. But I mean, I think I might be, yeah, still down a little bit. But just, you know, in hindsight, I wish I would have just hopped in the mini. But then I was like, oof. The thing about these trade day accounts is you got to trade them for what, 5-6 days. So yeah, there's no sense of going too heavy. First payout with Lucid, let's go. Yeah, you got paid out in seconds, I imagine. Yeah, Lucid, guys, fastest payouts. You guys haven't tried out Lucid. Lucid's one of the fastest payouts in the game. Super, super quick. Yeah, gold looking very dumpy at the moment. There goes Nasdaq, making new lows. I want to trade OJ futures like Trading Places. Start a YouTube channel called Valentine Trading. Hey, John, what's up? I'm trying to prove myself before I got buying other evals. Need payout to get my ROI. Yeah, I mean, it takes a long time. It can take a long time to get your return on your investment, you know? Definitely take a long time. Like I said, it took me 3 years, and like that's not really to discourage anyone. It's almost to encourage people. Like, you know, it can take a long time. Some people get a payout within a few months of trading. It's just been a long, harder road for me. It's all right, trying to get a little bounce here. Like someone just said, we haven't had a green candle in a hot minute. So it's been 1, 2, oh, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe this 10th candle here, I think. Not sure if this was red or not. I don't think it was. I think it was, though. Yeah, it was, actually. Yeah, 10th candle here, getting a little bounce. Keep going down. Stops at 9/11/25 on this break even. Possibly get back down into this zone. Yo, Autumn 9, what is up? Cheap long, yep. Yeah, I mean, that was a nice bounce. If you guys caught the 80s up to 995, you know, that's 15 points. Nice little 80 bounce. I'm gonna look for the bigger move down in this area down here. Is the volatility related to tariffs? Yeah, I would say. It was the news over the weekend. I come from real money accounts. I did too, John. I traded real money before I traded props, and then I went to props. Yep, I did the same thing, John. Lost out of real money trader university, yeah. Mexico, follow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just know that there was like tariff stuff or. All right, getting that push down here. 880s, let's go. We are still in this trade. Started out with this reversal outside bar. That was the first entry, and then just been scaling in and out of micros. If you guys are just tuning in, caught a beautiful short. Got absolutely kabooshed at the beginning of the stream though. Got caught up in this snip snap, snip snap, snip snap, right up in here. But then now we finally caught the move, and we are pushing lower. Got the falling knife going on. Let's take a look at gold and silver. We're in this Nasdaq short. There's really not too much to do. I am looking for New York. This area, this zone down in here. So basically the 5-minute ORB gaps, and so hopefully we can get pushed down there. Taking a look at gold here. Gold just kind of hanging out at the VWAP. Silver, VWAP. Got about 9 minutes for the top of the hour, and then that volatility usually picks up for the metals. So it'll actually pick up probably even more. Does Lucid allow micro scalping? Like what do you? So Lucid, it's I think a certain amount of trades have to be under or over 10 minutes. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. I think they have a 10-second rule. Micro scalping. Let's see what they say about micro scalping. Okay, 5 seconds or less. So here it is right here. So Lucid, it's 50% of your profits generated from trades held for 5 seconds or less. So you can't have more than 50% of your trades held for the profits, if they're profitable trades. So right here, more than 50% of your profits are generated from trades held for 5 seconds or less are considered micro scalps. That's what Lucid. 5 seconds, it's pretty fair, in my opinion, depending on what you do. Do I think Nasdaq will touch Friday lows? Yeah, I think it might, but I don't know how soon, I don't know how soon it will. I'd like to target these 840s. Maybe get out of another contract. But I don't really know where it wants to go. I just know that it's selling off, and it appears like we're just heading for this gap, these gaps or inefficiencies. But we could hold this up. It could come right to the top of this box, which is the start of this fair value gaps on a 5-minute chart, and then hold, right around 840 level. I mean, we already just swept this level, tested these wicks, so. But right now we haven't had a green candle in a while, and it has slowed. The bleeding has slowed down, so we are kind of consolidating a bit. You can see the spiny wicks here, the dojis. We have slowed down the bleeding, but it could be a good target down there. Could be a good target. Did we had news too that yeah, that was a news candle that already got taken care of. A lot of times we'll have these data candles that haven't been touched yet, but that was the news on Friday, and that already got touched. So little inside bar here. So Here's what I'm gonna do. Place the stop. Stop's going right above that inside bar. So I'm basically holding this trade and waiting for a reason to take me out. I look for a reason for it to take me out. So whether it's an inside bar or a harami or something. We're locking in 84 bucks on the runners, so not too bad. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Let's get it up to 200 likes. Got 254 people watching. I know we don't have any accounts to give away tonight, but I really appreciate you hitting the like button and being here on Sunday. Let's take a look at gold here. Looks like we might get stopped out on our runners. Gold looking a little perky here. Oof. Oof. There it goes. All right. That's like an exhaustion candle here. I'm moving stop. Trailing here. So we're going to trail just above that candle's high. What are my thoughts on metals this week, Trader University? So I'm kind of a bar to bar. Like, I really, as far as analysis goes, I kind of go bar to bar. You know, I'm not a big, like, I don't like try to look into the future that much. As far as, you know, metals or anything really. I love not to know. I don't want to know news or anything like that. It's because I scalp off the 5. So here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, I'm locking in some monies. We're locking it in. This is a monster trade, guys. It's a monster for Globex. We're locking in. We are trailing. Woo! No. Now we're starting to get the panic selling going. Locking in 200 bucks with the baby micros. Taking off 3. Taking off 3. Right at that 850. Look at that bounce, huh? Just like I timed it. Look at that, huh? That's pretty good. Wow. Got a little lucky on that one. Took it off 3, and now I have the true runner going on. It's right at the break even. You the goat? No. Don't worry. I'm still down on the night. It's just I caught this nice trade. Feel like I managed it right, though. Beautiful candle here. Let's see if Take Profit Trader took out my money. Thank you for whoever just used my MyFunded Futures code. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. I don't think I've gotten my money yet from Take Profit Trader. There we go, back down in the 840s. Let's better take profit down here at the 5-minute ORB. 676.25. It's a long ways away, but actually I kind of like this right here. This zone right here. 743. Come back, fill this gap. But we might get stopped out on the runner before that. We'll see. Only on the computer can they like? You could do it on the phone too. It's a little more difficult though. You should be able to anyway. Yeah, you just gotta get rid of the chat, and then you gotta, so you remove the chat, and then you go over, and then you hit the like on the phone. This is one of those days, like, I'm not a big EMA person, but you could throw on that 9 EMA probably and just watch it ride it down. Like, you throw a 9 on there. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. See the 9? So, like, when you get a trending market, a lot of times you throw up a 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart, or lower time frame, like even a 1 minute, and then it can kind of help you get in on an entry. But I like it on the 5, and so you kind of look for a touch. You can see like it touched here, you could have went short, touched here, went short, if you think it's going to trend. Now we don't really know what it's going to do half the time, but all right, let's get rid of that line. I don't want no lines on there. We don't need them. But just a little tip, like, you know, on a trending market. A lot of times in the New York session, you know, when you get the afternoon grind and you know it's just kind of one time framing on the way on a trend day. So it's just one time framing up or one time framing down, stair stepping up, stair stepping down, or whatever. And you just know it's a trend day, and you're looking to get in. A lot of times you can throw up the 9 EMA and then look for a little touch of the 9 EMA to hop in on the direction of the market, or whatever, which way it's going, you know. Hey, Trader University, thank you so much for using my code. Yeah, guys, Apex is still 90% off Buellanox. So I have not been trading with Buellanox. I'll be fully transparent, only because I don't trade with Rhythmic. Now, if you're trading with Rhythmic, nothing wrong with Buellanox. Also 90% off. I've gotten payouts with them this year, and I got a bunch of payouts prior to that. But 89% off, 25K and 50K. So guys, I've only sold 2 accounts since the deal goes on. I think since I got rid of Project X, I stopped trading with them. But 89% off Buellanox up until for 2 more days. So if you're looking for a cheap eval and you're trading with Rhythmic, now they're looking to get Tradeovate, I heard, soon, according to the prop firm Streets. But you know, don't buy the account because of that. Now, I don't recommend anything over the 50Ks with Buellanox because the activation fee gets too high. But you can trade up to 11 accounts, 11 master accounts with Buellanox. But yeah. cheap evals. They do have an activation fee. It's probably like, I think it's like 140 something bucks. So it's a little more money than Apex right now. But a lot of people say that Beelanox has better rules because they don't really have the drawdown rules and things like that with Beelanox. You know, the MAE rule, which I find that's not a bad rule. $847, here we go. Let's go, his Royal Trades. Nice. Nice trade. EMA clouds are nice, Jarf. Yep. He's 9 and 21 in 2 minutes. Oh, nice share. Yeah. Yeah, I find the 1 minute's just too noisy for me personally. Even looking at any EMAs or whatever, but you know, a lot of people trade it. I mean, you see it all over YouTube. People are trading the 1 minute. It's just too much for me. Let's take a look at gold here. Nasdaq's, I'm loving Nasdaq right now, but it's looking a little boring. Gold, possibly a long on gold. I like this outside bar. 10-point stop though. I'd have to use 1 micro. See if we can get a little squeeze up in gold here. Up into that 82. I think I'll scale in. I got it in a little bit late, but breaking the structure. Outside bar. I'm kind of liking it. Stop at 61. 1 micro. So long gold, short Nasdaq still. Got it in a little bit late. Little negative R&R trade here. Still short Nasdaq. Stops 897.75 on the break even. Not too bad looking at the markets a bit and working on the eBay store. Nice, Pawn. You guys getting into the Pokemon stuff? Holy cow. I feel like it's a market top, right? Pokemon market top when everyone's talking about it. Taifu, you make a bunch on Pokemon. Do you do the whatnot, or you doing like what are you doing, eBay or marketplace? There we go. There's the gold pop. Pretty sure the people on whatnot are making a lot of money on Pokemon. You know, they're the resellers. A bit of everything, yeah. Yeah, I think the people on whatnot are making a killing with those quick auctions. I don't know how they're getting all that inventory though. It's definitely a full-time gig with employees. I mean, they're all, you know, especially the companies that are just doing slabs, so the graded Pokemon cards. Used to do eBay, charge hyphen, and so it does whatnot. I moved. Oh, really? You go to like little card conventions and things? Nice, Taifu. Nice. All right, still short Nasdaq. Long gold. It's holding up so far. Stops at on gold is 51.61. I'm looking to take out this candle's wick here. Maybe push up into that little. There's like a little tiny gap up there on the 5-minute. Let's take a look at GC because that's what really matters. It's the mini. Yeah, there's a gap up there too, so that's good. I'm gonna add into the gold here. Stop. 61 still. So 2 micros long. Nasdaq still looking good. Bounced here at the top of this box, so right at this fair value gap or inefficiency or single print or whatever you want to call it, or what is it, Sibby, Sussy, I don't know. Right here. But I think I'm targeting this low. Move that box. We don't need the box. Or actually, we're targeting the bottom of this gap. Gold's not looking too great right now, but let's see if we can hold that VWAP. Adding to the Nasdaq trade again. Stop, break even 877.75. Oh, that's what the break even stop is, but just gonna do that. Hopefully gold can keep and hold above this VWAP. There's gold in them hills. Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with a new name, fair value gap, once you come out with your courses. I know. Well, I've always known them as single prints because of market profile theories. Because the very first thing I ever learned was TPO charts and initial balances and all that good stuff. So, but on a 5-minute chart, they're really not a single print but if you look at TPO charts, a lot of times they will pump out a single print. So when I started streaming and I would talk about these gaps, I'll just say gaps. And then people in the chat would be like, oh, no, there's those inefficiencies. And I go, oh, okay, inefficiencies. So I just call them like a gap in the 5-minute. And then what I'll say is it's trying to backfill it or whatever. And that might be what gold tries to do. Let's see. Adding to the Nasdaq short here. I don't think I got paid with Take Profit Trader yet. So if you guys are trading with wealth charts, I guess it's 40% off on Tradeify I guess they added wealth charts to their platforms. I've never traded with wealth charts. I know that it started with Apex, but if you use code PINE with that, it's one time per customer. It's 40% off if you're trading with wealth charts with Tradeify. But right now, Lucid 50% off, I think, is the better deal. Both good deals, but Lucid 50% off when you use code PINE. And then that's all in cost. The nice thing about Lucid as well, guys, is I'm just throwing my sales pitch here, but it's the truth is that they don't do rebills. So even if you pay a little more for the evaluation, if you're a newer trader, you can really take your time. Yeah, you don't get rebilled monthly. So you once you buy that account, that's it. That's it. You don't get rebilled. Come on, gold, pump up higher, and Nasdaq. Don't stop me out break even. I want it to keep going. It's like $65 for a Lucid 50K. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pick up a few tonight or tomorrow before the sale ends. Medine, what's up? Fallacious candles. Apex $20 for a 50K. Thank you, AO. So yeah, Apex right now for their evals are right around $20, so 90% off. So please use code PINE. I already have my 20, so I'm not gonna buy any more. I actually have like 24 because I have too many evals. I bought too many evals by mistake when I was trying to pass or smash them. Unfortunately, and then I ended up passing 20. They didn't update on my chart, so I actually didn't know I had them. I bought too many. I lost track. I lost count, so I ended up losing like another. Basically, lost like $100 for no reason. Well, it's all right. $100, 5 NQ points. No big deal. 5 NQ points. You guys go shopping and then say, "Oh, this only cost 10 NQ points." Like, I need this barbecue grill. It's only 25 NQ points. You know, 30 NQ points. All right, we're still pushing down here. I just need, I'd love to see gold push up. It's kind of flagging out. Little bull flag here. Let's get another leg higher. If we break this trend line, that could be disastrous, but yeah, Lambo's one good YOLO away. Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, for real, chart dad. I mean, not that I had the luck or balls to do it really, but I mean, if you had 5, let's just say you had 5 take profit trader pro accounts, you know, we've seen other people do it where you're you know, you catch the move on silver. There's definitely a Lambo there. If you caught the long in silver just on that move with 5 take profit trader pro accounts using 5 contracts each, yeah, there's a Lambo. All right, I'm kind of I think we might get stopped out here. Nasdaq, I don't know though. Gold's finally perking up. Little inside bar on gold. I'm going to get risky, and I'm going to add to this gold trade. I actually like it. I think we might get stopped out at break even on the Nasdaq. Yeah, we did. I'm going to get a little risky here and add into this gold trade. Stop is still down here. I'm going to add a little more. Getting crazy. We're going to get crazy. There we go. That is a nice move. There we go. Little bull flag inside bar break. Love that. One of my favorite trades. Now that it's working, it's my favorite trade. Just like the slot machine I won on today is my favorite slot machine now. Come on, can we get a little push up here? Let's get a little momentum. So I got stopped out on that Nasdaq short on the runners, but you can see right here we caught a large chunk of the move. I ended up catching 76 total points off that move, which is, I gotta say, pretty awesome for Globex. But getting a little relief bounce here. Looking for a gold to take out 183 and beyond. Just doesn't quite want to go. It just took out that wick. Looking for a little more. Can we test this wick here? There we go. Come on. TraderVay is not showing order reports on reports for anyone. I'm not sure, Max. I can check here in just a minute as soon as I get out of this trade. We'll see. So started off the day in the hole. So far we're battling back. We kind of got chopped up by Nasdaq. If you guys are just tuning in, I got chopped up real bad at the open, right in here. Kind of went snip, snap, snip, snap. I went long, short, long, short, long, short, or whatever, and got beat up pretty bad. But we managed to battle back, and come on, gold, keep it going. Crypto's dumping. Come on, let's keep this keep it going. I don't. I'm looking for to take profit up here, 5183.3. and then look to take some off and then maybe keep going. Once we do that, I want to move the stop, tighten it up. So I'm risking quite a bit. Snip, snap, snip, snap. That's right, from The Office. Michael Scott with his vasectomy. Snip, snap, snip, snap. That's exactly what happened. Kind of one of those deals where I've been observing lately, especially during the Globex Open, is, you know, until we break out of that first 5-minute ORB bar, the first 5-minute bar, boy, I should really just stay out. Stay out. But I won't. I won't. Come on, look for a little more move. Risking $400 on this. On these trade day evals, 3 of them. Let's see, take profit trader. I want to sign in take profit trader. See if I can catch a daily payout. For tomorrow. Man, I'm having issues signing in. What is going on? I keep having issues trying to sign in to take profit trader. I don't know what is going on. All right, there we go. This is a nice move. Let's get up there. This is my take. Hey, thank you, Kato. It's trying. I just don't. I mean, it's beautiful setup. I love this setup. Generally, I see this with Nasdaq, and this is like, you know, a really good one. Gold, who knows? But I love this Nasdaq setup. So when you have a bull flag or a bear flag, I on a 5-minute chart, which is what you kind of see here. So we had a big push up. Let me get rid of this. You know, we had the push up here, and then we kind of flagged out, right? It's not perfect, but we kind of had that flag, and then we put in an inside bar to break it. I love that trade. And on Nasdaq, oftentimes you can catch a nice 15, 20, 30, 40 point move off a break like that in a hurry. It's one of my favorite setups. What day regular members only giveaway? SMK. I don't have any accounts to give away. Yeah, I kind of went through them all. So, you know, it's the 22nd of this month, and what happens is that a lot of times the first of the months they give away accounts, or they give accounts to give away. And so I've given away all the accounts that I have to give away through Apex and Lucid, Take Profit Trader. I actually gave away one of my take profit traders last Friday. So we already gave away some in the beginning of the month from you guys using my code. And then I ended up giving away one of the ones that I just had a credit for just from my own personal use. So I gave that one away on Friday or last Thursday. So I actually have no accounts to give away at the moment. And some of the other prop firms like My Funded Futures and stuff, I haven't asked them for any giveaway accounts because I'm feeling lucky just to even have a code with them at this point. I will be going on My Funded Futures TV on Friday. If you guys want to hang out, I will definitely let you guys know, give you guys a reminder. So My Funded Futures TV on Friday morning, I will be hanging out with Terry and Tom. So next Friday. I do have to take a Sunday off coming up too. I do have to take a Sunday off. I don't think it's next Sunday. I think it's the Sunday after. But I'll be prepping. I'll be prepping for a colonoscopy, so I don't think I should be streaming. That might be a kind of a wild stream. If I do that. Hey, his Royal Trades, thanks for hanging out, man. I hope you made some money on that short. Sounds like you did. I'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah, let's get that expansion. That's right. Trade while at the doctor's office. Well, I'll be prepping. It's just the prep, and then in the morning, that following morning, I have to have the procedure done. So the prep is not the fun part, and I don't think we want to be streaming in the old bathroom, the restroom. I don't think that'll be fun. You have to go too. He woke up left-handed. Don't know what the hell's going on. Yeah. Hope you're green today. We are sort of green. Yeah, we blew. There we go. Bang. All right, now stop's going to break even on the runners. I'm just going to take off 3 more. We are green on these evals, but I did blow an eval. Yeah, I'm putting in a little overtime tonight. I don't know why. I think just because of the market's actually pretty decent, and I'm feeling it. Caught that nice trade and got the hand pay at the casino, so we're feeling good. Feeling good. Hey guys, usually I stream like 6 to 8 p.m. You know, we're on a little bit later tonight, but it's all right because the market's moving, right? We like that. All right. So we dug ourselves out of the hole, up about 144 now. Tariffs, this is why we went down? Yeah, for sure. This is why we went down. I would imagine it's all to do with the tariff news. The fake Friday pump, the fake Friday pump, where the market just absolutely ripped at the open and never looked back. And now we're giving it back. All right, still long gold here. Oh, actually stopped out, right? Yeah, stopped out. Oh no, that's Tradeify. Sorry. I was on the wrong accounts there for a minute. Those over here. $144 likes, 217 watching. Let's go. Guys, do me a favor, smash the like button for Miss K and myself. I appreciate the support. Look for another setup on Nasdaq. We rode this puppy all the way down here. We actually took profit at the 850 bounce. It went below it to 839 on the next candle, but that was a nice exit in my opinion. And right now we are consolidating. We've gone sideways. So there we go. Gold's still pumping. If you take a look at the 5-minute chart on the micros, we haven't filled this gap up here. And we don't have any zero prints up there. Let's take a look at gold. We actually have, gold minis. We actually have some zero prints up here with the gold minis, which is a little interesting. So this could be good targets, perhaps up to 584, right up in here, and maybe 51.93 if the gold market wants to keep pumping. These would be my next targets. So let's see. Let's look at 51.84. Right around here. So right in that gap, right? That little 5-minute gap. So gold loves to backfill these candles in the 5-minute chart. It just loves to do it. It doesn't leave them too often. Obviously this market was super bullish off the rip. So when the market does turn, it's going to go fast. I think on the dump, it should go real quick. Well, right now, looking bullish, just like Nasdaq, looking very bearish. So looking for these zero prints to fill on gold. 51.84. Maybe we get up there. Blue raspberry Gatorade Metamucil. I know. Not looking forward to it, but it's got to be done. I have to have them done very often. TMI, I know, but like every 2 years, 3 years. I've had to do it for like since I was like 28, something like that. High risk. I'm high risk. Give me those zero prints. Come on. Nasdaq flush, John, is it? Yeah. Started to again, didn't it? It's holding so far, but was that a reversible trap, man? Tonight could be dropped. Yeah. Trade C now on Lucid. So I haven't traded with them, but I've heard good things about it. Nick Trader. I've heard good things about it. Oops, I accidentally reversed my position there, but we are out. Now it looks like it's going to reverse back into those zero prints. It did. That's right. We got stopped out on the runner. So we dug ourselves out of a big hole. Actually made 243 on the fundeds as well. On the Tradeify fundeds on that same trade. But it's all good. So up 243 on the 3 Tradeify fundeds. So that's a nice base hit. Working towards that another payout on Tradeify. Got those up. Got these back out of the hole. I was down $500-600 bucks. Got those out of the hole. Lost the Tradeify eval. So lost that one right at the beginning of the stream, but managed to get back a bunch. Caught the Nasdaq short right through here. So caught the Nasdaq short, caught the long, the little bounce long, and then we went short and took profit, and then went short off that outside bar, and that was the start of the knife. So that was a nice trade, and now the market's kind of gone sideways. Gold, what a fake out on an inside bar. I got stopped out. I held the long. You can see right here. Took the same trade. You see right here. I held it looking for those single prints on the gold. Just one contract. Almost stopped myself out, but then did some trickery and went back up and took those out. So that's where we're at tonight. We still have some single prints up towards 93 too, if you're still in the gold long, if you're into the zero prints up and through here. But that's gonna do it for me. A little overtime on Sunday night. I appreciate everyone hanging out. Stay tuned for the outro. Appreciate everyone. Thank you so much for being here.
Inside bars only.
Smash the like button on your way out.
Let's work.
I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah, they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase. Let it come to me. Risk of fine, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah, we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Wake up pre-market, NY session on. Levels from the overnight, buyers ready drawn. Inside bar forming, volume going quiet. That's the market talking, telling me be patient. NQ moving fast, ES play it smooth. YM respect the highs, let the candle choose. Prop firm rules, yeah we play it right. One trade a day, still we done by noon. No gambling, this chestnut dice. RR clean, that's the pine tree life. They chasing candles, I'm chilling in the zone, waiting on the break, then I'm gone. I'm trading in the pies, futures on the screen. Prop firm capital, yeah they fund the dream. Inside bar breakaway, patient and I lean. One candle tell me everything I need. No FOMO, no chase, let it come to me. Risk to find, stop tight, that's discipline. Daily payouts, yeah we stack it clean. Inside the range, then we break free. Yeah, funded to live, that's a different feel. Trade, they take profit, apex on a deal. Evaluation passed, now it's payout talk. While they blowing accounts, we taking walks. Inside bar at key high, that's pressure building. Yeah, break off the range, yeah, that's conviction. Yeah, no indicators clutter in my sight. Just price action, structure candlelight. Chat yelling long, I mute that noise. Market don't care about opinions, boy. One clean setup, that's all I need. Small losses, big wins, consistency. Slow grind, fast life. Charts don't lie, 'cause losses quick.